I knew it. 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 With Leslie, there was something that happened back in the day that y'all had some adult business and it didn't turn out the way you want. So now you are poisoning your daughter with your own hate. Oh, I called your ass, Leslie. Called it, called it, called it, called it. Welcome in, everybody, to Beyond the Gates, episode 11, after show. Oh, my Lord Jesus. So this episode starts off with a mental health note about suicide. So shout out to that. They gave the phone number for the national hotline. Um, if you need to reach out to talk to somebody. Shout out to CBS for taking care of the mental health. Actually, shout out to CBS, NAACP, and P&G Studios, and the staff, crew, and cast, and really just the space of this show for taking care of the mental health of their viewers. Shout out to y'all. So we learned that Bill came with charges, right? And we're at the Dupree's house. So Bill came with the charges, and Bill presented the evidence to the state attorney's office. And Jacob said, there's nobody that is going to care about your family and have respect. This, that, and the third. And Anita says, you talk about family and respect while Mirandaizing your mother-in-law. And then, you said husband first, officer second. Naomi says this to Jacob. And Bill calls this woman named Kimberly, who wrote, a great article about, the fiasco, this, that, and third. But also calls Kimberly to tell her that Dani is getting arrested. So I hear nurse to room 818, and Ted is walking around. We're at Graceland Hospital, nurse to third floor. Nicole and Leslie are on the roof. And, Leslie says we don't know each other directly. And there's fake tears from Leslie. Now, listen. First of all, Leslie is fucking stupid. She is, because how dare you, first of all, put yourself in that state to potentially jump off the roof, knowing good to damn well that if you do that, then it's going to bring Eva into your mess. Okay, because this is all your mess, not hers. She's a casualty because you cannot be an adult and handle your damn business. But to do that, knowing that could happen, you're shit to me. Absolutely shit to me. Absolutely shit to me. So anyway, then we get back to Doug. Mr. Armstrong paid off the debts and restored the privileges. And Randy said, you need to leave and quit gambling. And I fully agree with Randy. Like, after your debt is paid off from somebody that seems to have, a energy that is in the worst spot of its prime, more than meets the eye, you need to move on, Doug, because you're going to get yourself caught up in a situation that you're not going to be able to get yourself out of. And that's what, Joey Armstrong said to Randy, that we're going to dig a hole so deep for him that he's not going to be able to get out. But you don't know that, though. And listen, I know everybody's got their vices, but your vice should not cripple you. You know what I mean? So then Andre's at the bar at Uptown, and Derek finds out that Dani got arrested through Ashley. And, Derek said that, Naomi will probably get over it. Derek, I'm going to need you to shut the hell up, okay? There is no way Naomi's going to get over her husband arresting his mother, arresting her mom, his mother-in-law, and basically did what Bill wanted him to do. No, there's no way he is going to get over it. There's no way that she is going to get over that rest. You could just shut the hell up talking. Like, that was such an idiotic statement, Derek. Like, Lord Jesus. I mean, we already see that you have rampage tendencies with Andre. You're very territorial. So just This is not good. This is not good at all. So after all that, Haley finds out that Dani got arrested as well, and Jacob was the arresting officer. So Haley is at Uptown, right? So Jacob convinced the chief of police to kill the lights and sirens, and the lieutenant said to bring a patrol car unit with him. Naomi said that there are other cops, and Jacob said that they won't give a damn about your family. And then that's where, once again, you dare talk about family and respect while you're Mirandaizing your mother-in-law. Vernon gave inspiration about the cuffs and how the cuffs were trying to put us under control, but we can have the power to take back our dignity. And no one can take away your dignity. So Vernon, being the great father that he is, Naomi will never forgive Jacob. I feel Naomi on this one because here's the thing, Jacob, right? Your dad told you that, there's more than one Call of Duty, son. Your dad said that to you, right? But no, you allowed yourself to get caught up in your own thinking. Okay. You allowed yourself to do that, right? Then the cop that was there, I think it was Officer Gerald, I think, or something to that degree. He interviewed Dani, and your wife took care of it because she was going to represent her mother. And Vernon was going to have, was going to play golf with the chief of police, and everything was taken care of. All you had to do was just sit down, shut your mouth, and love Naomi. But oh no, you want to be Mr. Big Man, biggest boss on the yard that you ever seen thus far. You want it to be, I'm Superboy and I'm here to save the world, but I want to know who's going to save me. That's the energy that you were on. And you were selfish for doing that. And I'm with Naomi on this. If all this was taken care of already, it was taken care of. And, Naomi said it best that Bill turned Jacob into an errand boy, right? And Nicole, so then we get back to Nicole asking Leslie to take a step off the ledge. We know her as Leslie, but wait till you hear this. Leslie says, everyone, moves too fast. And Nicole said, we can start slow. Can you tell me your name? And Sherry is her fake name. Now, Sherry Shepard, I'm going to need you to make a guest appearance on Beyond the Gates and sue Leslie for utilizing your name. That's right. I said it. Listen, I know it's Sherri and not with a Y, but listen, variations, okay, it could be a lawsuit, okay? I'm just keeping it a buck. And Nicole wants to, talk to, Sherry free of charge. And Sherry says that she lost her husband 6 months ago. And she lost herself at the same time, and that Sherry can't take it. Ted then feels that it's been too long since Nicole has been up on the roof, and that, Sharice said that they were going to, follow protocol. That Ted was like, no, I'm going to protect my wife. Now, I feel you. If my wife is on the roof by herself and there's a crazy lunatic, screw what you guys say. That's my wife. You hear me? So I feel Ted on that. Then Eva and Andre meet, and of course, Ashley feels bad about the Duprees messing with Naomi and Jacob. Derek thinks Naomi will get over it. I told y'all that at the top. I'm repeating it right now. After Eva saw the shots in Nicole, she had to find out who did it, and Eva looked up Andre on Instagram. Or Insta, the people behind the mask were her favorite part, but she still made them look human. And then Andre says that Eva does the self efficacy or evasing thing. They think it makes people look less envious of them. She's curious, she's smart, and with those you trust, you're honest. Eva says, I've never had that many nice words strung together about me. Then Eva says Ted's a good guy and works hard to make me feel welcome. And then we're with Dani at the police station. And Jacob says, y'all can wait outside. And Anita says, no, we'll wait here. And Mama Bear's being Mama Bear. Jacob, you already have screwed up. I would suggest you shut your damn mouth and do your job. Now, Dani, you had to make it a photo shoot. I'm just like, good Lord Jesus, just, oh my Lord. And I saw Anita laugh and just, I know you got to try to find a silver lining in the cloud, but good damn, Dani, really, is this what you had to do? So then we talked. So then we're back with Nicole, and she doesn't feel that Sherry is ready to give up. And what if you slip? And Sherry says, "What do you mean? It's a long way down from this roof to the sidewalk." And Nicole says, "No, it's not that. It's everything that led you here." And by saying what led you here could bring you comfort. Nicole says, "Maybe we can sit down, warm up. I'll make you some tea." And then Sherry grabs Nicole. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. I thought that Sherry's gonna pull Nicole, but thank God that did not happen. Because then at that point there would have been nothing that Ted could have done at all. So then Doug can't stop, or with Doug at the lodge, the gambling lodge. Doug can't stop what he owes. Randy said you can stitch a few hearts, you'll be good to go. Doug made an oath to his patients that he can't override the schedule. He can make a mistake, he can't risk that. And with Joey's money, there's no risk. Doug, you're gonna get yourself caught up, bro. Like, you don't even know the plan that Joey Armstrong has for you. And Randy is trying to let you know without letting you know, like, bruh, you are a slave. He is master. Just keep it in the buck. So then Nicole and Sherry were in the elevator, and then Sherry winks at Bill, which, like I told y'all, I predicted that Leslie and Bill had something back in the day. And something did not go right according to Sherry's point of view, and she poisoned her daughter with her hate of Bill. So then we're back at the police station. Chelsea asked about Dani staying overnight, and Naomi says the night court should be over soon. Business session should be over soon, and she could be offered a bail here in this evening. And Vern said, "Well, it's easier said than done when you have other people on the outside trying to, make it do what it do, and controlling the circumstances." Martin is pissed, and I would be too as a nephew. I absolutely would. You gonna do this to my aunt after everything you did? Oh no! So there is a report from Washington Sleuth magazine that is Kimberly, probably the journalist that Bill called, and then Bill shows up. Bill, honestly, I wish there was another cop there that would have whooped Bill's ass right there on the spot. And I mean, whoop hit, face bloody, everything at the station. And let me tell you something. I wish I was a guest star on the show. Be like, "Excuse me, does this cop need bailed out? This cop did the right thing. Race charges." Look, there's a phrase that my mom said to me that I believe about some people. I don't wish nothing bad on, but I don't wish nothing good on me. And that is Bill Hamilton. Okay. So Chelsea and Naomi are pissed, and Bill's like, "I'm so sorry for your mom's criminality." And Bill says, "Mar, aren't you doing a co-sponsored build about parole felons? Then maybe you can have Dani be the face of it, and then you want to charge me another Dupree locked up for simple assault." It's just like, Bill, you know exactly what you're doing, bro. You are gaslighting these people. Dude, you already got what you wanted. You slept with your daughter's best friend and stabbed the mother of your children. Dude, you got no room to do shit. No room to do shit. You bastard of waste. Don't worry, y'all. We're going to get to Haley here in a little bit. So then we're back in Nicole's office. Sherry wants the door cracked. She doesn't like being closed in, but she does that for a very particular reason. She regrets being on the roof, and Nicole asked what made you change your mind about it, and she said depression. That's what happened when her husband left her. And Nicole said, when you said that he left you, she assumed that he died. And Sherry said his wife and him live here. It looks at me like I'm dead. There's nothing more than I would want them to get revenge on that man. I would love to see the look on his face after everything he did to me that I went. Ted is listening outside the door. So Andre says Ted and Nicole are the gold standard after his parents. And Bill is trying to get Martin arrested. Like I told y'all before, Vernon said he's going to try to get the charge dropped for Dani by the end of the night. And then Bill is like, well, even if you could get the charges dropped, you also got to pay off the internet. And so Bill is gaslighting Chelsea, like I told y'all before, but I'm saying it again now. And then Vernon, very astute, very articulate, very smooth point. How dare you use your own child to justify your apparent behavior? And I agree. And you wonder why Naomi doesn't like you. Now Chelsea is done with you, right? And, Vernon says you're nothing but a petty, conniving sack. And I'm just going to finish it for him. Sack of shit. That's what he wanted to say, but he couldn't say that. So then Haley comes through and says, all of this stops now. And, I've been calling Haley a concubine of waste. I've been calling her a cow. But let's get to it. Bill says, I didn't tell you about the arrest because I didn't want you to hear about it. How did you hear about it? Bill questioned, why are you so concerned about how she heard about it when she's your wife? And if you married her because you love her, showcase in being in love, you also tell your wife what's going on because you have trust with them, right? So after Haley, rightfully so, said you going to a press conference means more to you than our marriage, she was right. Even though she is still the concubine of waste that caused all this destruction, she was right on that wedding night. So Haley says it doesn't matter. It's the fact that you kept this from me. Chelsea said evil stepmother is pissed. Maybe there isn't a woman alive that Dad can't alienate. Naomi says trouble in adulterous paradise. Vernon and Martin talk. And, Vernon's like, are you out your mind doing this in front of cops with your fists out? And, Vernon, I feel like there's so much more to him. And I hope that we get to know more of his character as the show rolls on, because I feel like Vernon really is calm because he comes from that generation of nonviolence, but he's in a new school world where he's got to do new school things, and it conflicts with his moral barometer of things. And so I'm glad that with this show we do have all generations covered. But I also understand Vern just trying to be a protective granddad or grandfather or grandpa, you know what I mean? So after all that, Haley says we agreed to let it go. And Bill says, no, technically we agree that everything will work out as it should. Dude. And let me just say this. Haley is absolutely right. She asked you to let it go, and you went behind her back because you wanted to be right, not happy. Okay? Haley said, but you couldn't be trusted that you would play me like you would play her. Bill says the only one that's playing you is Dani. And Haley, the concubine of waste, had a very good point. Did she reignite these theatrics tonight? No, Bill, that was you. I'm the homewrecker who stole Dani's ex-husband and now got her arrested for attempted murder. Bill says we can't be ruled by what people think. Then Haley says, then why do you care if your ex got away with wedding lunacy? You're holding on to Dani. Your need to win is more important. Is more important to you than me. Haley, I gotta give it to you. You still a concubine of waste, child, but you have done your thing. I have to agree. If he is about you, he should be about all of you. And these are some extenuating circumstances that I don't think anybody wants to be in. Okay, but Haley is right. Okay. Now, listen, y'all know I call stripes and solids like I see them. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And, attention relates to noise, purpose relates to sound, all my statements. But Haley's absolutely right here, because here's the thing. After the police has already taken care of it, you did this to embarrass her even further. And now you have your other daughter who already said she doesn't like you very much. She said that to you before you got married. Now she is feeling a way about, as she should. And while Chelsea should not have live streamed that, and shout out to Dani's best friend, I can't remember her name, the white woman with some hips and fingertips. At least the best friend tried to put the phone down. You know what I mean? But you utilizing your daughter for your toxicity of hate is disgusting. And I hope to God Almighty Chelsea cuts your ass off. See, that's the thing about kids that parents don't get. When they turn 18 and they get into their adulthood, like Naomi said, if you don't like your reception, you can walk away. Do not expect when Chelsea makes this big career and she becomes a TV host and this, that, and the third, and she wins all these awards and she starts having kids and getting married. Expect her not to invite you to anything in her life after this. You done. So in the words of Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Frog, you got what you wanted, but you lost what you had. And it's all your fucking fault, you bastard of waste. Your concubine of waste is more intelligent than your existence. Good damn. So anyway, you prove me wrong, Haley says. You made the charges appear, make them disappear. So then we're back with Sherry and Nicole. You make me think I'm not crazy. And Nicole says, you're going through a traumatic event. You need tools to help you with that. I love to keep our conversations going for your charge. Sherry said, thank you, but it'll remind me of the lowest moment of my life. And then Nicole graciously gave Sherry, this therapist, a call. Ted and Sherry meet out in the lobby. So Doug has won the game, and Doug said he will get out before his lucky strike ends. Sir, the fact that you had to go into a car in the middle of the night to take care of gambling debts that you created for yourself, and you feel like you have a lucky strike? Okay, all right, that's cool. Listen, if that's the case, I'm married to Chelsea from Beyond the Gates, child. Let's roll on. I can't do this. I simply cannot do this. Randy said, get out while you're still ahead. And Doug said, no sweat to get back what he owes. You know, you're not just going to be sweating. You might not be alive to sweat. Okay? Just keeping it a buck. Then Jacob said the charges have been dropped. You are free to go. And Dan says, if you're looking for an apology, you can find it in hell. And Bill said, you actually have my wife to thank. And Haley says, you don't have to believe me, but I'm sorry that you had to experience this for even a moment's more pain. And then Dani said, my mom, Anita, said, you cannot use a passive voice when making an apology. I wouldn't be at the police station or the country club because I would have still been married to Bill. Haley says, I need to self-own. I don't mistake loving Bill, but I do regret the pain that I've caused you. And Anita says, since you say you follow my advice, let's go home. And Jacob and Naomi talk, and it's a very tense conversation of, you know, Naomi feels the way that she feels. And Jacob is like, you know that this is my assignment. This is my job. So it's, you know, job over morals. And like I said, I'm with Naomi on this one. Jacob, you're a piece of shit for this one. You are. I'm not sorry to say it. The words of Nia Dupree, you didn't get an apology from Bill and Haley, and you're not going to get one from me. Now, to Dani, I'm going to say something to you right damn now. Now, you went over to Bill and Haley's house, and you said to Haley that you would back off, you're done, you're moving on, you can't move forward unless you slam the door you passed. You needed to show, after every fucking thing that your ass did at that wedding, you need to show some humbleness, some contrition, and some understanding that Haley gave you a solid. Because actually, Dani Dupree, you actually turned out to be right about everything. And I mean everything. So the fact that Bill went behind Haley's back, guess what? That should be a clue that Bill is not trustworthy. Like you said, he had an affair with you under his nose. That emphasizes your argument. You tried to do the right thing, but he still wanted to drag you. That also goes to show that he is spiteful. That highlights your argument even more, or emboldens your argument even more. And finally, he has screwed not just Naomi, but he has also screwed Chelsea in front of your face, which means that he is screwing with you and your role as the nucleus in this family. Once again, he doesn't care about anybody, which emboldens your point even more. You got 3 points in this argument about Bill. Shut your fucking ass up and move on with Andre. Damn. You are a headache to deal with, child. I can't. Your moment was live streamed to the world. Your dad got you out, right? Your dad got you out of that situation. Okay. You showed up at the press conference. Almost was good. Actually, it really was a brilliant press conference. Then Bill comes in and tries to destroy it, right? So, like I said, Bill tries to come and destroy it. And, time passes, right? So family saved you. So your family came through for you at the press conference, made sure the cops were okay. Time passed. Then you go over to their house and you try to do the right thing. And then after the concubine of waste, who could have been mean to you, actually stood up for you, Dani, you've done a lot of shit too. And you needed to say, thank you very much, Haley, for doing the right thing. And listen, it is all good with me and you. And then execute that energy accordingly through your actions. Because guess what? Bill is never going to let go of you. You're never going to let go of him. I mean, good God, Dani Dupree and Bill Hamilton are the quad and Dr. G of Fairmont Crest, child. I can't. So then Nicole was with a patient. Vernon thanks Smitty and Mar for their support. And Anita says, hopefully we don't have to hopefully we won't hold you to that. Smitty's worried about Marin when Marin had that aggression to Bill. And Vernon says, well, we all, he just got to Bill first before any of us could. You know what I mean? So try and stand up for his grandson. Derek and Ashley, Ashley asked Andre about Eva if they were dating, but I don't think that's too web entanglement at that point. No. So then Derek and Ashley kiss. Andre sees that. Mara talks to Dani about the mug shot, that she really worked it. And Dani said, that's why you're my favorite nephew and only. Vernon and Smitty talk. Then Dani and Naomi talk about everything. Jacob shows to insert himself into my dad's agenda. Anita said Jacob is good people and you can't expect him to step aside when things get hard for our family. And Anita, I agree with you, beautiful, but also too, it was handled. Naomi has the right to be upset with Jacob on this one. Like, really? I don't advocate for violence, but I do advocate for justice. So then we got Ted and Leslie talking. Ted said, don't mess with my wife. And here it is right here. Ted and Leslie had an affair, and Ted paid off Leslie years ago, and Leslie caved. Guess what? Ted did what he was supposed to do. You didn't like the result. So because you didn't like the result, you allowed that hate, toxicity, and strife to grow in you, and then you poisoned your daughter with it. Like I said, that's like I predicted that you did. Okay? Then Ted asked how much to make you go away, and she says she wants something that he never gave her before, respect. How should he give you respect after you got up on the roof and almost put Nicole in a situation where her emotional state was manipulated, where she could have died? You get no respect from me at all. And guess what? I don't know where Cat was, because if I was Cat, I would have been recording everything. Every motherfucking thing. I would have had a hidden plant recording everything. And then Cat go in, get that, send it to the cloud. And then, hey, Mom, you should listen to this. You should listen to this conversation. Boom. Well, of course, the storyline's got to play out. But Cat was not wrong, but Nicole is going to fuck around and find out. Should listen to your daughter. Don't support somebody that ain't supporting you. Don't support somebody that ain't supporting you. Don't support somebody that ain't supporting you. Because, Nicole, you are giving so much energy to Eva that you're negating Cat's truth, and Cat's truth was trying to save your ass. Oh, no. Your daughter has no credence in your life, but a fucking stranger does. Okay. All right. Done. Done, 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 done. So, if Leslie confides in Nicole about the affair, is she allowed to confront you about it, or does she have to go under that pathetic oath? And Ted said, leave my wife the hell alone. If you come for my wife again, I will destroy you. Ted, go forth, prosper, and destroy that heifer for everything that she is. I'm here for it. Ted and then Nicole talk. And then, of course, Leslie talk. And then, of course, Leslie calls Eva. Eva's still at Uptown. And Leslie says, oh, yeah, Leslie calls Eva. Yeah, Leslie calls Eva. Eva's at Uptown. And she said, I could be dead, but I'm very much alive. And then she said her alter ego, Sherry Carr. I need Sherry Shepherd and Beyonce to sue Leslie, okay? I need them to do a guest starring appearance for a lawsuit because you went too damn far. And Leslie was going back to her theater days. Child, you were a fucking understudy. Nobody ever asked you to be a lead or shit. So anyway, I'm not sorry, y'all. Like, this episode, like, it needs this energy, okay? So then Eva said that none of this is okay at all. Jacob and Naomi talk. Naomi doesn't hate Jacob, but, you chose Bill over her, and Naomi's going, and Jacob said, we never go to bed angry. Naomi's going to bed. You can sleep on the couch. Yes, let that bastard sleep on the couch. I'm with Naomi on that one. Bill then says, everything was for you. Haley then says, you were protecting you. You might not love Dani, but you sure in hell cares what she thinks of you. And Haley says, you have to stop antagonizing the Duprees and Dan, or should I pack for my honeymoon or what? You know what? I wouldn't have said none of that shit. She said, you know what? I have canceled your ticket since we're under one account. I have canceled your ticket, and I am on my way to my honeymoon. Fuck you. That's what I would have said, Haley. So you're still a concubine of waste, but I'm with you on this one. Because the more that he antagonizes the Duprees and Dani, that means he doesn't give a damn uck or ish about your marriage. Like I said, you still a concubine of waste for what you did, but I'm giving you your credit here. Chelsea says, I don't know if I can look at him. After this, we're back at Anita's mansion. Dani says she's not going to allow his stupidity to rob you of having a dad. Some parents need to be cut the fuck off. Bill has done way too much, and Chelsea said that she is grown enough to make that decision. Let Chelsea make it, Dani, okay? You were grown enough to do what you did. Let Chelsea be grown enough to do what she did. Trust her as the daughter you raised her to be. That's the problem with some of y'all. Y'all don't know how to let go. Oh, Jesus. We're almost at the end. Dani says, I've never doubted your father's love for you and Naomi. You need your relation. You need to have your relationship obey how he treats you, not me. And then Dani, you so damn stupid. I know that a mother's never supposed to, grab a child by their neck. But I wanted Anita to, just come here for a minute, go around the corner and snatch your ass up by your neck and tell you this is your inner consciousness going to get you hemmed up. We have done everything we could, but next time we're going to let you not make it. That's why I wanted to say to your ass, Dani. But no, she's going to be Anita Dupree. She's going to be your mother. She's going to be loving, kind, and gracious too. Dani thinks that this was an invite back to the dance. What's this back to the dance? He went behind y'all. He went behind your back to arrest you. Sweetheart, honey, peaches, what the hell? And Anita is trying to tell Dan that that's not the move. You would be in a cell right now if it wasn't for his new wife threatening to leave him. This was all Haley. And Anita, you are absolutely right. And the fact that Haley even had the gumption to let Bill know that I would leave you, good on her. She's still a concubine of waste, but guess what, Dani? Be still. Let the storm happen. You move on your purpose. That marriage is going to be destroyed before the end of season 1. Okay? Maybe the middle half of season 2. Because I know it's going to be renewed. Come on. So, after all that, Dani doesn't believe it. Chap, you so damn stupid. I see why they call you the wild child of the family. You are so damn stupid, Dan. Oh, Jesus. Didn't you say your family that it's a new day and you were strung with your daughter Chelsea? That backtracks everything you said to them. And Dani said that, nobody makes Bill Hamilton do something that he doesn't want to do. That without his wife, he would have been in jail. He literally said, I can't wait to see Dani in an orange jumpsuit. You didn't hear that shit before. And Dani says that she still loves that miserable, wicked man. You know what, Dani? I need to choke Dani's neck and take her far away to a cottage in Colorado for, I don't know, 3 weeks. Let the snow get to her. Let her be in the elements. Let her feel something. Because if she doesn't, she's going to not be able to feel anything. Y'all, that's the review. I'm out. I'm out. And I am out. One love, much love, all love. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Bye, everybody.